I mean, do you take face-to-face meetings ever? Like, do you,
No,
or do
Zoom,
you
Zoom.
all, oh, I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I could tell by the headset. That's
Yeah. Yeah. No, I
that's
had one this
awesome.
morning. I've got one coming up right after you. No face-to-face stuff.
Yeah. That's
Honestly,
awesome.
it's a waste of time.
100%.
And that's what we say to clients too. I'm like, would you rather have me sitting in traffic driving out to you, or would you rather have me working on your loan?
Amen. Amen. I love it.
You
I
know,
love it.
they're like, oh, you're coming to my house. You know, they're like, when I first started going to people's houses, and then they're like
Oh, God.
cleaning up, and the dog's jumping on you, and the kids are crying, and it's like they
Yeah.
don't want that experience either.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that, thinking how good of a loan officer I was because I, went and helped them sign the 1003 or their loan estimate at the kitchen counter or whatever. Like, yeah, no,
I used to have them come to my office, and when I would do that, the same thing's true. They have little kids or whatever, and their kids are bouncing off the walls, and it's just crazy.
Yeah.
I'm to a point now where if I have a meeting with a realtor, I'm like, let's have a coffee meeting. They're like, what coffee shop? I'm like, no, I will have Uber Eats deliver you a Starbucks, like to your house. That. And I'll drink mine at right here in my house. Like,
and do you say that, or do you follow through on that? That's a
no, I do. I have most agents won't take you up on it, but some do.
Yeah. But it's a statement, even if they don't take you up on it, it's a statement like, hey, this is how I do business.
It's cheaper from a time perspective, from a driving perspective. It's cheaper in every capacity to spend $10 and send them a damn Starbucks coffee at their house.
So what about for both of you guys? What about, I'm assuming I know the answer for Steve, but Travis, what about closings? Do you go to closings?
No, I used to, but because I'm licensed in 3 states, I may have a closing 5 hours from here. I'm not driving across the state for a closing. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, for sure. What about you, Steve?
I won't even do them in town. Yeah. I don't even go in town.
Yeah. Why? Well, because it's like a general, like at some point it's a general practice at that point. At some point it's like, I don't do this on 70% of my deals, so I'm not going to make the exception for the ones that are within a 5-minute drive or whatever, right?
Right.
So, Steve,
yeah, no, we don't really do that. Like even before, like I know it's popular for you guys in the States, but as far as I know, nobody does that here because people will go and sign with their lawyers like a handful of days before the actual closing date to find the final documents. You know, we're not driving over to the lawyers' offices, and as far as I know, nobody's doing that.
It just depends on the state. Like, so where I am, all the states I'm in are all wet sign, meaning we close and fund the same day. So when they sign the docs, everybody's getting paid that day. All the monies are being dispersed. Right. Out west, I think where Mike is, that's more, a lot of those states are more dry sign, where they do like you talk about, Steve, where you pre-sign and then it funds after the fact.
Yeah. Yeah. We were a wet sign state with, we were talking this morning doing our crash course, telling a story about when I was at CMG. This was a long time ago. CMG is, from what I understand, has transformed as a company since 2016, 2017 when this was. But I'm just laying out all the steps in the loan process and getting to the point where we're talking about, docs out and CTC and then docs out, and talking about how like a loan can still go bad at that point in the process. Like I've seen it. I've had it happen to me. I've had people sign their docs expecting to get keys in a couple hours and have a funder treating this like a dry state, go out on lunch and then miss the wire cutoff and money not get to the closing table for that shit. And, they have to wait till tomorrow, like just stupid shit like that. And